Hi everybody, this is AJ with Car Inspected. And today we are in the Toronto area. We're looking at this 1994 Jaguar XJ12 with the 6-liter V12 engine. It is the short wheelbase model, and there were only 124 of these cars built in 1994, so it's a pretty rare car. Very small number made it to Canada. In this maroon color, it's very nice, all original, unrestored, unmolested vehicle. I don't see any major flaws with it. All the panels are aligned nice, and you can tell that nothing's ever been apart on the vehicle. There's a taillight, small crack in this taillight here. The bumpers, all the other lights, everything is in good condition. This taillight is just fine. There is a very small, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's a dent from the inside of the trunk right there. Very straight along the sides. There are a couple touch-ups here and there. Very light brushes. With a good polish, those brushes would probably go away. I don't even think you can see them in the video. There, yeah, you can see a couple of them. But they would go away with a good detailing. And here are a couple of touch-ups here and there. I'll show them as I go around. But for the most part, there is no real issues. Here is a Vin Verification for you. And the one in the door does match. Go around and we see that all the windows are the original triplex windows. So nothing's ever been changed or out or broken, anything like that. I don't see any damage in any of the windows, anything like that. Triple X. And there's no chips or anything present in the windshield, no scrapes. All pretty good. The windshield wiper is brand new, I was told by the owner. These mud flaps are in place, no major issues. The grille is nice. Headlights, no issues whatsoever. Lower fascia, there's a couple scrapes from just age, but nothing big. Little thing right there, but nothing big. While we're down here, we do see that underside is pretty clean. No issues, doesn't appear to have been driven in the winter or anything like that. Suspension components are very clean, as you can see. It's brand new. You can't see there's dust covers, but it is brand new rotors and calipers, brakes. Whole brake system is brand new. While we're here, we'll look at the tires. They are all matching, all Michelins, produced in here it is, 2003. Right there. They are a bit older, but they do have a good amount of tread depth left on them. They're all around 9 to 10, 30 seconds. Nice even tread wear as well. No signs of alignment issues, anything like that. The rims are all in pretty good shape. Some plastic is starting to chip off of these center covers. But again, no curb rash here or anything like that. No issues in the wheel well. Pretty clean. Around to the passenger side front, and we do find the matching Michelin. Again, produced in 2003 with about 930 seconds of tread. Nice and even. There is, on these tires, there is some cracking starting to be present. I would probably recommend putting new tires on. Even though there's plenty of tread depth, they are getting pretty old. But here's the hubcap again. A little bit of chipping around that center painted surface. But the rim itself is nice and tidy. A tiny bit of herb rash right here, actually. This is just the bracket holding this mud flap on. You see it showing its age. Go to these rear. Again, we find matching Michelins. Made in 2003. And about 9/32 of tread on them. A little bit of paint, same story as the other wheels. Starting to chip around these plastic components. But for the most part, the rim is in good shape. We see no signs of rust or anything like that in the wheel wells here. As well as underside here. Nice and solid car. I don't see any signs of rust. Original exhaust. There's a little bit of road grime underneath the rear. Nothing major though. Let's see under here. This trunk well is in good shape. Tailpipes. And no signs of rust or any issues. Suspension components are nice and tidy. No issues. So there is that little bit of grime. The rear might be a little bit of leak. Over time, nothing major though. And this final wheel, we see the original Michelin. Not the same Michelin, sorry, not the original Michelin. 2003 production date with 9/32 of tread, just like all the other ones. And this rim is also in the same condition, similar condition as all the rest. No real issues. A little bit of paint chipping here, a little bit of corrosion just starting, but nothing too major. Take a quick look in the trunk. Everything seems to be in place in the trunk. Carpet is in nice shape. No signs of rust, anything like that. Everything seems nice. Get these plates out of the way here. A little bit of dirt here, but it would shampoo out. There are extra floor mats with the vehicle. I'll show you the original lamb's wool ones that are in the car, but these come with it, so you don't ruin the lamb's wool. Carpet's in good shape. There's a couple extra strut rods. These are for the trunk. They are working okay, so it doesn't need them, but he says they are coming with it. And again, this side carpet is nice, no issues. It's got the original Pirelli P4000 spare tire that appears to have barely ever been used, if any times been used. Maybe it's been used once or twice, but not much at all. It's got the original Jaguar CD player, 10 disc changer, I believe, 6 disc changer, sorry. The battery is behind this compartment here. There is one clip missing for it, but other than that, it's good. Battery itself is pretty new. No issues. It was charging at 12.4. It was sitting at 12.4. It was charging at 14.2 or 3. I will highlight that in the report. I forget the exact number. I'll put this back together once we're done with the rest of the inspection. The filler, all that's in good shape, no issues. We divulge into the interior, which we find in very nice condition. See, passenger side rear door panel, no major issues whatsoever. This vehicle, you can tell, was not smoked in any way. Everything is very clean, and you can't smell any issues. You can still smell the leather. There's some very slight cracks in the veneer, the wood grain on this door, but nothing too big. Other than that, all the bright work, everything is in very nice condition. The manuals, original brochure, everything is here with the vehicle. You can see all the manuals, handbooks, everything like that is with the vehicle. The seats, rear seats, are in very nice condition. I see no cracks, no stress, no signs of any wear and tear. The original privacies are in place and they work just fine. There's the original lamb's wool, and underneath the carpets are in good shape. A little bit of fading difference, but not any issues whatsoever. The trays and lights are all there and work. How do these come out? There we go. In very nice condition, no issues. A little bit of wear on that center piece of the center of the rear seat, but nothing major. It's got this center armrest is in good shape. Very nice. Again, nice and impeccable in here. Not dirty, no issues whatsoever. And here is another compartment here in the middle of the seat, which is in very good shape, no issues. And you see this center console portion, again, very nice, no issues. Go around. Rear door panel, again, no issues, very nice. There are even less cracks in the veneer of this door, right here. Other than that, I don't really see any more. And again, here's the ashtray. There we go. And it's nice and clean, no issues. Passenger side rear seat. Pretty nice condition. Little mark there. Also a little bit of a mark here, a little stain. But for the most part, it's in pretty nice condition. And again, the original lamb's wool floor mat. And underneath it, the carpeting is in nice condition. This one I didn't close it all the way, but it's all there and in very nice shape. Ready to have some lunch as you're cruising down the road. Headliner is in very nice shape, by the way. I don't see any stains, any issues, anything like that. Very nice. Oh, these changed brightness. That's pretty cool. The driver, this is the passenger side, sorry. Front, the door panel is in very nice shape. There are a little bit more cracks in the wood grain on here. There's a couple here and there that you can see, but nothing too bad. Again, ashtray, nice and clean. Switches are nice. Everything seems to be just as it should be. Here's the carpet, front passenger side. Again, pretty nice condition. Lamb's wool, all original. Carpet's nice shape, not wet, no signs of mold or mildew, anything like that. It does have power seats, which I tested. They do work. They move every which way. Let's get this out of the way. The passenger side front seat is in nice shape. Very, very small sign of wear here, but nothing major at all. The sunroof does work. I'll show you that in a moment. Go around to the driver's side. And we see this door panel here is in just as good shape as the rest. No signs of real issue. A couple little marks here and there, but all the switches are nice in place. The windows, everything do work. I tested them. And again, but there is a couple of cracks in the veneer here due to age. But nothing falling apart, nothing majorly wrong. Driver's side seat, as to be expected, shows a little bit more wear than the rest. You can see some of the wear here on that bolster. A little stain in the seatbelt, but they are in good shape all the way around. By the way, seatbelts are nice. Like I said, a little stain in this one, but nothing major. This floor, the original lamb's wool is in the owner's possession, and it will go with the car. He just doesn't have it in there because he doesn't like to use it. But other than that, underneath is in good shape. You can see this panel, it's shrunk a little bit. It is all there. A couple of marks on the underside of the dash. Nothing big though. So we climb in, we do find a very nice dashboard. No major issues, no cracks, no issues. The wood grain is in good condition. No real issues. All these switches, speed control, cruise and all that stuff. Good, you can see there it's got 139,435 kilometers. And everything is in nice shape here. The headlights, everything works. Radio works. We'll go through it real quick. Oh, sorry. So here's a quick startup of the vehicle. I did try the AC. I will try it again as we drive. But it seems like it's not blowing too cold. It might need a recharge. But the heat does seem to work. And the radio works.
Right now, our alarm turn goal is hopefully they're going to.
So all that stuff does work as it should. The shifter boot, everything's in nice condition. There's the ashtray, again, very clean. You can see that this lighter was never used whatsoever. The wood grain all along here is very nice. We do have the heat on right now, we'll see. Console, very nice condition. No issues whatsoever. Nice shape. Let's see some heat come out here. But, well, we will see. While it's running, I'm gonna jump under the hood, show you real quick. Just as a note, the vehicle was warm. He had taken it on a drive before I got here, but it seems to run just fine. I don't hear any engine noise, any major engine noise. In original condition. I don't see any real cause for concern though. Hear a little bit of a pulley noise, but that's about it. I'll shut the engine off and we will look at it for another minute. So here we have the 6-liter V12. Now that we've quieted it down a little bit, I tested the oil. It is fresh. Has been just changed, and it did test out that way, green on the indicator. The brake fluid has also been flushed and is brand new. The coolant I was unable to test due to the car being warm. I don't want to open it and make a mess, but I see no signs of coolant or anything like that in the oil, so we should be okay. The belts, the owner says he is sending all new belts with the vehicle. When you start it up, I do hear a very slight belt noise. Rest for a second, but a new belt, I'm sure, will fix that. You can see that this is showing its age. But pretty nice. No signs of rust, any issues like that. There is a couple of spots of some seepage that happen over time. Nothing fresh, but there is a little valve cover leakage here and there that you can see. For the most part, it is in pretty good shape. Original hood needs another screw here, but other than that, it's pretty good. It's pretty much very nice condition for a completely original car of this caliber. So we'll close the hood. And we'll use the assistance of the owner to close it, but the gaps do line up, everything like that looks just fine when it's closed. So again, let's take one last quick look around at this rare bird, or rare cat should I say. And we'll take it for a test drive and see how she purrs. Thanks again for watching. This is AJ with Car Inspected, and we will see you next time.